I'm chilling like a villain. You already know what it is. Thank.
We'll be here on this November the 27th, Black Friday. So we got an episode of Black Sheep for you.
Yeah, Black Sheep on Black Friday. You already know what it is. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I'm glad that we have the opportunity to be blessed with you guys right here on DH1 TV Network and
DH1
Energy Radio. If you like to call in, please call us in at 815-242-7299. Once again, that number is 815-242-7299. And we are the Black Sheep. I am one of your hosts, Sugar Cosby. You can follow me on all social media platforms at Sugar_Cosby.
Yeah, what's up, everybody? How y'all feeling out there tonight? It's your boy Mike. Follow me on Instagram at I'm_A_Brown_God.
Okay. So, we have an interesting show for you guys today. So much information to give, so little time. You know, we just had this dope Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Shout out to everybody who celebrated Thanksgiving. Thank you. I cooked for 2 days, y'all. Well, not really. I'm lying. I got up at night and then I started cooking around 10 o'clock.
Yeah, you.
And then
for real procrastinated to the last minute.
I sure did.
But the food came out good, so.
It was delicious. It was great. Thank you for everyone who joined me for Thanksgiving. Shout out to you. Shout out to everyone who spent time with their families. Shout out to everybody who didn't spend time with their families. I know a lot of people stayed in the house and cooked in their homes for the first time. So shout out to you too, you know. Yeah. And you do understand that a lot of clinics and testing sites for COVID-19 were closed, so you might see a change in the numbers. But don't think that we curved it because of the holiday. Just know that there are a lot of clinics and testing sites that were closed that day, and a lot of people who would have gotten tested didn't get tested. You know, so we still have to keep ourselves aware, take certain precautions, and keep ourselves knowledgeable about what's going on. You know, even if you don't believe in the coronavirus, still protect yourself. You know what I mean? It's better to be safe than sorry. Prevention is definitely better than the cure. Okay.
There you go. You said it all in a mouthful.
Word.
So you want to start it off?
Definitely, because since we're talking about coronavirus, I wanted to talk. I seen a report on Twitter, actually, and I wasn't even looking for an article at this time, but I thought it was so relevant because, you know, I'm always bringing up the Rona. Because Rona changed all of our lives, whether you want to admit it or not. Rona, we're wearing masks all the time, which a lot of people are objective to, which I don't get, especially if you're black. Like, we allowed to wear masks now. You know what I'm saying?
There's some black Trump supporters around these parts, but
I'm just saying we're allowed to wear masks now without being shot. Well, I don't think, has anybody gotten shot wearing a mask during the Rona? We're all wearing masks, so it doesn't make any sense. You can't get away with that. You can't even think that you're gonna get away with that. You know what I'm saying? Even a ski mask at this time will suffice as a regular mask, and you'll understand why this person is wearing it, right?
That's
anyway.
Crazy. That's crazy.
It is crazy. So I want to talk about the millions of people that risk losing their homes in 2020. 2020 is not over yet, and a lot of people don't realize.
Still got like 4 more years.
What? Of what?
Of Corona.
Of Corona.
2020.
I was
2020. 4 more years of 2020.
It feels like we've been in here forever. We've been on punishment all year, y'all.
Yeah, y'all better
in
stop
February,
behaving.
it will be a year that we've been on punishment in this country. No, March, because we shut down in March, and that's when the kids stopped going to school.
Yep.
So millions of Americans expect to face evictions or foreclosure by the end of this year, particularly in New York City, Houston, and Atlanta, says the U.S. Census Bureau survey. And not only that, but I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to news, but there have been a lot of big businesses. Shout out to Chuck E. Cheese, because Chuck E. Cheese is no longer going to be, they're shutting down. A lot of businesses are shutting down, whether you guys are realizing this or not. If you can't, when the pandemic happened, if you did not understand algorithms and internet marketing, then you really shot yourself in the foot, because a lot of these businesses are shutting down because they didn't get with new technology and how to keep their businesses afloat during this pandemic, you know? So I'm letting people know, because I understand the struggle. I have businesses myself, and I would be so I'm terrified of not being able to continue making my money and doing my thing. And a lot of this pandemic has changed everything for everyone, including people like myself. I'm an entertainer. So a lot of the things that I was doing to make money before this, I can't do it anymore because I have to social distance. I have kids as well, you know? So it changed all of our lives. But for some businesses that did not get on the internet and jump on the bandwagon of being able to sell online, and then restaurants too, because under these new restrictions, it's kind of hard for them to make their money, and their rents are high.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are going through it.
When Chuck E. Cheese is going down.
Facts. But who's bringing their kids to Chuck E. Cheese? Every time I brought my kids to Chuck E. Cheese, they had a runny nose the next day. That is the Rona syndrome.
I'm not gonna lie, I never went to Chuck E. Cheese as a kid, so I mean, I don't know, but I mean, it was a thing.
Word. But
Rona shut down everything, so.
Yeah, so among all of these jobs that are shutting down, we have Disney. Disney details plans to cut 32,000 jobs. The cuts include 28,000 previously announced layoffs and will most likely take place in the parks, experiences and resort divisions, which has been hit hard by the pandemic. And like I just said, anywhere where it involves people coming into your facility and you making money off of people coming and enjoying themselves, you're really basically are in a drought for money. Your clientele is not being able to come into your places, at least not at full capacity, and you're not making the money that you're used to making. And a lot of these companies, you know, were struggling already. I'm not saying Disney. Disney was probably never struggling, but I know right now they're hurt because they're used to making trillions of dollars.
Let me ask you this question. Do you know if Six Flags is, or were they open?
I believe that they were open at one point, but I'm not sure if they're open now. I'm really not.
I'm pretty sure they're not open now.
But that's crazy because I just seen a report where a guy from New York brought his kids to Disneyland recently because he didn't want to spend Thanksgiving with his mother and put her at risk. I'm like, but y'all went to Disneyland, like what kind of sense does that make? Okay, but you know you can't judge people. People gonna do what they want to do.
You can't. They definitely will be because you know it's a lot of idiots running around not wearing masks and whatnot. So I mean it's sad, but this is the cold truth, and they're part of the reason why we have this. What is this? Third wave?
Yeah.
Second wave going on, and I've seen a report. I'm not sure how true it is, but I kind of looked into it a little bit. It said that we're getting to a point where it's gonna be like 100,000 cases like a day.
Yeah, I believe it.
Because people are just not doing the right thing, and they're not. I don't know.
They're
Come
not.
on, Newark, we in a hot spot. Get it together, y'all.
Yeah, Newark. Like I said before, I was out here and they were passing out. They was passing out papers to the residents, like telling people, like, be careful, don't go to this area, stay clear of this place. You know what I'm saying? So it's really getting serious out here, people. I really hope you guys are out here taking precautions.
Yep. You know, as soon as I walk up out your crib, I throw that mask on.
You got to. You got to. And you on the bus, like, that's like,
right. It's annoying as hell.
That shit
I
crazy.
hate public transportation.
Me too. But when you traveling to and from New York, we got to get used to it, you know? I'm trying to get used to it. If you haven't already, make sure you check out my new show on DH1 TV Network called #Videos. We're playing music videos from all over the place. It's a dope show. Make sure you check us out. If you haven't already, make sure you download DH1 TV Network to your Fire Sticks and your Roku devices, because I'm telling you, we got a lot of different shows on there. A lot of oldies, a lot of newbies, a lot of selfies, a lot of dimbies.
What? Yo, what's that show we was watching the other day? We was
Road Warriors. Shout out to Road Warriors.
Yo.
That's now one of my favorite shows on DH1 TV Network. The first time I seen it, I was like, what is this? Like,
right.
But then as I got into it, I'm like, yo, he's freaking awesome. All his interviews are really funny.
He's a manly man right there.
He's a manly man, definitely. I really do like that show.
I watched it and I was hooked the first time I watched it. It was crazy.
I wasn't hooked the first time. It
I-
took me like the second time I watched it because I wasn't paying attention the first time. All I saw was a duck that kept
Yo,
talking
you
shit.
you better watch out because he might come for you.
Okay, shout out to shout out to Road Warriors. All right, now back to the politics. Sorry, you guys. I gotta hit you guys with the politics. The facts is the facts, facts. So y'all already know Trump's been on his rants about he is still our president. He did it.
January the 20th. Just hurry the hell up.
Yes. Trump he says that he's still the president. He said that Trump says that he will leave the White House if Electoral College confirms Biden win in December.
Yo, Trump. How many times do you and your supporters have to lose?
Right.
How many times you went through the courts? They look. All the votes is legal, bro. Just pack up your stuff. And
Right.
get out.
They even recounted in Georgia and you still lost, my
Still
boy.
lost, bro. It's over.
He was like, look, they found 2,900 more accounts. I'm like, so you still lost,
So
doofus.
tell your supporters and tell them Proud Boys to get the hell back and go back in their basements
Or whatever.
or
You know
wherever
what I'm
the
saying?
hell they came from.
So, President Trump told reporters during this Thanksgiving Day address on Thursday that he would leave the White House if Electoral College confirms that President-elect Joe Biden's election victory, adding, however, that they've made a mistake. The president did not confirm whether he would attend Biden's inauguration in January. Experts and officials have said that there has been no evidence of widespread voter fraud in the United States election. And we already talked about that. He's just a sore loser.
How many times can they say there is no evidence of voter fraud?
Look, y'all's president is a sore loser.
He is.
Y'all's president's followers are sore losers. You know what I'm saying? And you got they just ignorant. You know the
Y'all
rules.
really are. Y'all know
You know
how
the
it
rules.
go.
It's like the rules only pertain to them when it's on their favor, and if it's not on their favor,
That's
it really
what
doesn't
I was
pertain
about
to
to say
them.
they are so hypocritical because
Straight
when
up.
Trump was running in 2016, he said, if I lose, then the election was rigged. Now watch, you seen when he won, he ain't said nothing about it. But now, 4 years later, if I lose, it's rigged. He's playing that card again.
Come on, Hillary lost, and we thought that was rigged.
I do.
I thought it was rigged. I kind of knew it was rigged, actually.
That was a crazy night. I think I might have, because that was really a crazy night, yo. I think I might have hit every emotion on that one.
Yeah.
It was like,
I mean, not really.
well, no, except happy. I wasn't happy.
When Trump just got elected, I'm not gonna lie to you guys and say that I was devastated and I couldn't believe it. I really at that point did not care who was gonna win because at that point in time, I'm like, yo, they both are the same, two fangs and one snake.
Mm-hmm.
And just like I said during this election, you know what I'm saying? I still don't trust them until they show me better than they can tell me. I don't trust nothing that they got to say. You know what I'm saying? They can say all that they want to, but I would like to see some icing on the cake. And you know what? My brother had just went off on me because I was like, look, there's two women standing by them, and he might not understand the impact of that, but a little girl might see that as, oh my goodness, I can be one of those one
She
day.
looks like
You know what I'm
me.
saying? She looks like me.
Right.
Representation is key, whether they're on your side or not. So that's why I commend Kamala, even though I didn't really vote. Well, I did vote for her, but even though I really didn't really care for her, I really still don't care for her. Or our current president-elect, Joe Biden. I
He's
don't
gone
care for
through
him
this
either.
extensively, yes.
Yes, but I have to come on. They won.
They won, so they are the
Right.
president-elect and the vice president-elect.
Right, and rules are rules. If they win, now that they're the president, now I have to show them a different type of respect, and that's another thing that goes down to the people. You need a president that you're going to be able to respect.
Absolutely.
Our current president has been on Twitter being very disrespectful to our country in a whole, just by being on Twitter and being involved in so many ignorant scandals and battles and the things that he and his wife have been exposed for doing since being in the presidency. It's embarrassing to us as American citizens. When people come over here, they looking at us like we clowns because our leadership look like a clown. He can't keep off of Twitter. He can't keep out of his feelings and emotions to conduct himself like a leader of the free country.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
And
he not it.
meanwhile,
He was never it.
While he's asking for these recounts and whatnot, he's putting his country at risk for possible terrorist attacks
Right.
because he's not allowing Homeland Security to do their job and brief. Well, Biden is going to start receiving briefs on Monday. So, but like you said, Trump is still failing to concede, and it is. Other countries are laughing at us right now.
Other
Big time.
other countries are laughing at us right now, and you know what? I can't wait until January 20th. I don't really care. I didn't care if it was the Green Party, the Tea Party, whoever was going to win the presidency, as long as this clown is up out of here, because he's just too much for everybody.
Now,
But
ask you this real quick.
Go ahead.
You just said that you obviously you probably feel like that was a big factor in a lot of people voting the way that they voted, because like it's a record number of people that voted for Biden.
right.
And do you think it was just more so they didn't want to get Trump out, or like because obviously I don't think they thought this through with Joe Biden. 'Cause like you said, Joe has a pass, Kamala has a pass.
Mhm.
But I think we were just so enraged and wanted to get Trump out of there. The fact that he was doing nothing to help this country. The fact that this country is in a recession right now, going through a worldwide pandemic. All right, and he's on Twitter insulting other people, talking about John McCain the way he did, making fun of people with physical handicap,
Not addressing important
addressing
situation
social
and
issues,
social
social
issues.
justices,
Exactly.
telling cops to be rougher when they arrest people.
Right.
Like,
Turning our army, trying to turn our army basically
the
against
list
us.
goes on and on and on,
Mhm.
and that definitely played a part in why I think people voted for Trump. To get him out of
Absolutely.
there.
When they seen that, I mean, come on, we have to give it to ourselves and our people, white people, our black people, our Chinese people, our Indian people, whoever you are. If you definitely supported this movement, I mean, we call it the Black Lives Matter movement, but we call it what it really is civil rights movement. I understand everybody. I have Black Lives Matter tatted on me. You know what I'm saying? Because I really strongly believe that Black lives do matter, and people need to understand that. And I tatted it on me because I'm a part of this movement. But I want people to understand that this is a civil justice movement. This is a police brutality movement. Y'all gotta understand the details of what we doing and why we outside. This is far bigger than anything. And I want to commend our people that came out because, like I said, all of our people, no matter what nation you from, no matter what religion you from, no matter what color of the skin you from, because you guys showed out all over the world for us. That Million MAGA march didn't even make 1 million people come out. You understand? So it showed our number and our strength as people. It showed that not everybody, the majority is not hating. You know what I'm saying? The majority is actually with us. And to be honest with you, this new generation coming out, the new generation ain't come out yet, but the new generation that's going to come out soon, they going to change the world. They going to really change the world because they not tolerating it. They too mixed in. We too far in. We're too integrated. Y'all see the color of my skin. You see the color of his skin. We ain't that. You know what I'm saying? We all mixed up. And this is one world. We all one race. It's the human race. We all different species.
Yeah, and you know what? I feel you. And you're right, it is. But at the same time, like,
No,
we are the race that's
Right?
getting murdered and brutally assaulted by police and whatnot. And I was talking to your boy about it last night. I was like, with these movements that's going on, people can't get tired. Like, that's why the movement loses a little bit of momentum, because people get tired and they just stop coming out, or they feel like they've just done enough. So, or whether they came out for TV time or camera time, whatever the case may be, this has to stay strong. If Dr. King can lead the people for as long as he did, and y'all can't do a couple months, like,
Facts.
come on, yo, what are we doing?
We need to make issues aware. We need to make issues aware to our people, and we really need to put on a show. And when I say our people, I'm not just talking about. I'm gonna emphasize that, because people think that, you know, they see the RBG, they see us, you know, black people. This is about us. You know what I mean? Because it mostly pertains to us, because we only know us. I can't speak for everybody else, but I just, when I say I'm happy that our people is out here, I'm happy that our people that support us, people that are with us, is willing to come out of the comfort zone. Because remember, we in a pandemic. A lot of people were scared to come out to even go grocery shopping. They was out there marching in the streets. I seen it for myself. We went to Asbury. There's damn near 1 million people there.
I was shocked. It was a way bigger
Yo,
turnout
wait
than
until
I
you
thought it
guys
was
see
gonna
this documentary that's gonna come out. Y'all gonna be so shocked. You're gonna be
Bro,
so shocked.
We were out there, and that's all
We
I'm
was
gonna say.
We was definitely out
We was
there.
out
We was out there. We went to a few protests, and like two of them got violent, and the rest of
Changed your
them
life.
was.
That first one changed your life.
It did, and a lot of my followers then witnessed some of it with me on live until my phone died.
I forgot you would go live.
I was live. My family was going crazy. Yo, my brother was like, I'm about to get on the next thing smoking. He's texting me. When I finally charged my phone, everybody was so scared. I had like 50 text messages in my phone.
Me and her on that night were stuck in New York till about 3 a.m.
It was going down. We was in a war zone, yo, literally. I never experienced anything like that, but I'm glad that I got through it. Because y'all know me, I'm Chicken Little.
That's why I tried to prepare y'all for it. When we went out there, I was like, look, they gonna get crazy, but we can't get separated. What happened? We got separated like every 10 minutes, yo. Started going down, getting crazy. We got separated, but luckily we found.
It was a lot of people out there, though.
It was a lot.
It was hard to keep track, and then we was running.
You had people that were willing to protect you.
Yeah, I did.
He
was an op, though.
You was
Shout
good.
out to the op.
He wasn't no op.
He was a whole op. He was trying to get information from me. Talking about he gonna protect me.
He said he wanted to protect you.
He was watching me. He was with the cops.
What kind of information was he trying to get from you?
He asked me who I was, what I'm doing out there. He was asking me all kinds of questions when out there. We was drunk.
You know what?
But I got it on camera. He was asking me mad questions.
You know what I remember him saying? I remember that man saying that he would take a bullet for you.
He didn't even know me. That's how you know he a op.
Or maybe because he wanted to feel like he was trying to do his part to protect the black woman, which is kind of awkward right now being said that. Exactly. Not that he wanted to protect you, but the fact that he didn't know you and he
came around. He stuck around.
Yeah,
he stayed close the whole time. He was watching me. He was protected too. I ain't see him sweating out once. That's why he a op.
Don't worry about it, cause you know I was right there with you.
Yeah, but he was the cops, and they were trying to figure out who was the fire starters. You know, I have a very loud voice, especially during protests. I ain't playing that. No justice, no peace.
Me and her, when we were out there, like we were leading some of the protests.
Yeah,
we ain't need no.
I wasn't
microphone.
leading shit.
Well, you was a voice. You was definitely a standout voice.
Listen, I'm just loud.
No, let me tell y'all something, all right? When she got out there that first time and she felt all that raw emotion.
I joined in just like anybody else, but I wasn't leading anything.
You weren't
you won't catch me slipping.
You weren't leading the trouble, but I'm just saying you were a voice that stood out in the crowd.
I sure did. I can get a crowd started. I'm very loud. When I'm passionate about something, y'all hear it and y'all feel it, because I was definitely passionate about that. When I came out, it was an overwhelming feeling that took over me, and I just had to get in the fight. Even though my little scary, I was scared. When I say I was crying like a baby, yes, your girl was crying. My name is Sugar, and I am very sweet, so I ain't got no problem with being soft either. Okay, so
it's sad that it had to take that to bring it about you.
Man, let me tell you something. Now back to Trump. We got to keep going.
Okay.
Back to Trump. Now during Trump's president, sorry, it's hard for me to say. President Trump, our current president, our almost ex-president. During our almost ex-president Trump's last week in office, Black and African asylum seekers say that the administration is ramping up on deportations using assault and coercion. The Times has found through interviews and legal documents. So this means that this is really going on, and that they're trying to get them asses out of here before he's up out of here. Let's get as much of them out of here as possible. You know what I'm saying? And it's messed up. But you know what? The Trump administration has focused its time on black countries. Mexico was the main black country, okay? But when you look at it in a bigger sense, the shithole countries he was talking about, he was ramping up on those people. He wasn't talking about the Scottish. He wasn't talking about the Irish. He wasn't talking about Europeans. He ain't harassing them. He's harassing African people of color. You understand what I'm saying? He might be even harassing some Spanish countries too. You understand? But I'm just letting y'all. I'm just making y'all aware of this. What's going on to our people right here in this country while we all sitting around. And I'm telling you that there's way more European illegals in this country, and there's more of the Scottish, the Ireland. You know what I mean? The other Caucasian people of the world out here illegally. So why are you focused on the black people when we don't even make up the majority of this country?
Well, the fact that he's coming at black
Well, he has been doing it, but
since
you know
the
what?
70s.
When we make each other aware of something, we can enforce change. I can't really do anything because I'm a mama. You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to make my people aware of what's going on, people, because there's not enough news being projected with these kind of situations. I'm not going to hear this on CNN that Trump is throwing all the black people out of the country and deporting all the black people from going back to their places. And these are asylum seekers. These are not even just people that's coming over here to work. These are people that's looking for asylum, looking for a safe place. This is what we're doing now. You understand what I'm saying?
I look. You said it all right there. Ain't nothing I can say that's going.
Right. So
are we gonna play a joint?
we need to just.
We gonna keep talking.
Yeah, but what I wanna make public people. We need to stop being afraid to talk about issues like this. We need to start talking more about current events. We talk a lot about what white history and what white people did in the past. You know what I'm saying? But we need to start talking about current white history, what white people are doing right now to our people right now. You understand? And I know it sound crazy that I just said it like that. But let's make this clear. Black people is not running shit. So we not throwing ourselves up out of here. You know what I'm saying? We not focused on the minority instead of focused on the majority of people that are illegal in this country. We're not doing that. So when we cannot be afraid to talk about our issues. We cannot be afraid to talk about what's going on with our people, and we need to stop segregating our people. Oh, they're not Black American. They're African. They're Haitian American. They're Jamaican American. You know what I'm saying? We need to stop that shit. It's happening to Black people. You know what I'm saying? Just like I wanted to inform you guys about a whole city in Africa that they don't let Black people live in. I was watching a documentary on it today, and it's crazy.
Where is the city?
It's in Africa. It's called Honoria or something like that. I don't know the actual name, but you guys can look it up. Google it or YouTube the all-white town, all-white city in Africa. And they're so racist. They make these kids that live there choose who they like the most. They give them comparisons to blacks and whites because they're not exposed to black people in this town. Black people are not allowed to live there. They're not allowed to party there. And
why are they not allowed to go there?
Because that's the white people land. And that's
not their land.
Well, that's their shit from whenever they developed. I believe they developed this town in 1996. Because I was doing some research in it. Yes, this is all recent. Do y'all want to know something about Africa? I think that Africa just rid themselves of the last segregated beach this year. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it was this year that they rid themselves of the last segregated beach that they have in Africa. That is crazy. I can understand that here because y'all done took over this, but they took over Africa too. And you know why they took over Africa? It's because Africa is too divided, has too many languages with too many different governments under one country. And there's too many other people with their hands in Africa pulling and sucking it dry. There's too many other countries that own parts of Africa. Africa needs to control themselves. Okay? Africa needs to focus on Africa before they allow other people to come and invest in Africa because they're not making it better. They're tearing Africa apart. They're segregating Africa. Because Africa wasn't like that. Black people don't segregate from each other and other people.
I didn't mean like they segregate.
We don't do that.
They had different tribes.
Right.
That's what I meant.
Black people have different tribes with different languages that have different ways of life, different foods, different governments, and everything. The problem is there's no universal language for all of them. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? There's no you know how sign language is a universal language? There's no universal language for all these different tribes, and all of these people do not want to be governed under one government. You know what I'm saying? So they're all separated. So what goes on over their neck of the woods don't have nothing to do with me and my people on this side of the woods. And that's the shade. That's how other people was able to come out and infiltrate Africa. Africa needs to understand that and take back what's rightfully theirs so that they can start building, because it's basically still lacking what would have been this Africa would have been the epicenter of the world if it would have just been left alone.
Right.
Africa would have been the epicenter of the world if they would have just been left alone. I'm just saying,
gone in this world that he's left alone. As a matter of fact, no, I'm like, oh God, don't get me wrong. I want to do more research.
I blame it on the Moors.
But it is an island that has not been dominated by white supremacy. It is an island full of black people, backwards people, savage people. If they see any white person on there, they will cut their throats. Simple as that. No question. I ain't saying nothing. What you doing here? Sober.
They probably seen some shit.
So
no lie.
That island, I want to do more research on it, and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna talk about it on Monday. I'm gonna talk about it, and it's gonna be all right. I'm gonna do that. I'm glad you kind of brought that up because that made me think about that. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna talk more about that on Monday.
Okay, so we're gonna cut it out to a little break real quick. A music selection by my boy Czar Beats, and then we're gonna come back with my boy Mike's version of the story, or his side of the story, or
my story that
his
I got.
Stories that he got.
I'm not looking
for y'all. We trying to spit this knowledge to y'all ear. I hope you guys appreciate this, because it's a lot of people that don't like what we're doing, but we're gonna do it for you guys. You know what I'm saying? Because the truth is the truth, and our opinions matter too.
Yep.
You know, and we have the right to speak our minds just like you do. And if you have an opinion that you would like to get heard on the show, call in 815-242-7299. We really gonna listen to you. We're not gonna fight with you. We're not gonna argue with you. We might debate with you, but we want to hear your opinion. We want to know what you guys think.
And have a conversation with a Trump supporter. I
think
we could be respectful, and as long as we're not disrespected, we're not gonna disrespect nobody. We will totally hear you out and all points of view, as long as you don't come over here spewing no racist one, because we ain't tolerating that.
Absolutely. And if you have a topic that you would like us to talk about, or something you would like us to research, please feel free to DM us. You can text that number 815-242-7299 as well. If you missed the show and it's an old show, whatever the case may be, but you want to get your opinion heard or anything, just text the number. We'll look at it. We'll give you a shout out, and we'll definitely, talk about it.
If you're afraid to talk, you can text. We'll read the text.
Right. You could, we do the show live on Energy Radio. Download the Energy Radio app from your iOS and your Android devices, your App Store. Just download the app or whatever. Tune in, because we got a lot to talk about. And this is all current events, current news that affects all of us, that we all going through. This is the quarantine edition. This is the COVID-19 edition of what we doing. You know what I'm saying? Because we all locked up in the house, and we all talking about these topics. We all sitting around the freaking round table talking about these damn topics. And it's time for us to talk about it, pass the knowledge along, and really get together. Because, I was just so, like I said, I've been motivated. I've been motivated by the masses.
We were talking about this yesterday, man. Certain people are scared of the truth. They are not ready to hear the truth. Yo, we ain't the Matrix, but we trying to free your mind.
Facts.
All right? That's all, but we going to play some music. We going to get back into it.
Right. You already know what it is. Czar Beats Optimism right here on Energy Radio. It's the Black Sheep.
Yeah. All I gotta say is, if I can speak, most these niggas be talking, but they don't practice what they preach. Yeah, I do this for the whole, yeah, I do this for the street. To my homies locked down with them shackles on their feet. Gotta make it out one day, so my partner we gon' eat. Look my baby in the eyes, then I lay her down to sleep. Staying up all night and get anything she drink. I'ma do it for her, cause they don't want it for me. Yeah. And when them nights get colder, I'll be around, at my shoulder. Lift the weight up off your world, I carry boulders. Yeah, I'ma turn this pain to a trip to paradise. I'ma turn these tears to a smile. I'ma turn my enemies to skull emojis with my heart. paradise. I'ma turn these tears to a smile. I'ma turn my enemies to skull emojis with my heart on my sleeve like a style.
I like that joint right there.
Yes, that's my boy Czar Beats. Czar, we got to get you on the show, bro. We not playing no more games with your ass. Shout out to Zoom Team, by the way. Zoom Team in the building. Yo, I've been a full supporter of my boy Zoom. He do Zoom Team promos. He got Zoom Print. He got all kinds of stuff going on. Shout out to my boy Zoom. He been one of my biggest supporters. I've been one of his biggest supporters. I love that guy. Like, for real, for real. Shout out to my South Carolina team. You already know what it is. They've been putting me on since day one. Never stopped promoting me, like, every day since I met them. Every single day I'm seeing posts and everything. I shout out to Zoom Team. If you need a real promoter, make sure you check out my boy, because he does the damn thing. And when he say he going to do it, he going to do it. No discussion. You
I
hear?
guess ain't nothing else left to say, but the Zoom is real.
The Zoom is real. Shout out to
Zoom is
Zoom
real.
Team. You already know what it is. Energy Radio.
Energy Radio.
On crazysweetent.com.
Yeah. All right, I guess it's my turn now.
Let's go.
Okay, what's up, man? We got an unfortunate situation that we have to talk about out of Ashland, Oregon. On November the 23rd, 19-year-old Aiden Ellis was shot and murdered by 47-year-old Richard Keegan. This happened again in Ashland, Oregon around 4 a.m., according to police. Ellison was playing loud music in the hotel parking lot where he was staying with his son, where Keegan then became enraged, and that led to the confrontation and engagement, in which led up to, unfortunately, 19-year-old Aiden Ellison being murdered by this man who was just simply upset that he was playing his music too loud. Now, Chief of Police Tom Mears said that, the fact that Aiden might have been playing his music loud is no reason he should have died.
Right.
And Keegan, who has been arrested and charged with second-degree murder, manslaughter, and unlawful possession of a weapon, like I said, he is under arrest. But obviously, this is ongoing situation. This is just really the start of it. I found it a little earlier, and I felt like it's just something that we should be bringing to light. So now, if unfortunately history does have sad way of, I guess, repeating itself and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Just 8 years ago, on the very same night of November the 23rd, you will remember. Oh, hold up, Jordan Davis, the young man who was murdered in Jacksonville, Florida, sitting in the car with his friends at a gas station, and Michael Dunn rolled up on him and shot him in front of his friends. Now, Dunn, who had to go to 2 trials because the first trial, they couldn't decide whether to convict him or not. The second trial, they did, in fact, convict Dunn of murder. So, like I said, history does have a sad way of
Repeating itself.
And this situation with Aiden Ellis is sad. Like I said, he had a son. I don't know quite what's going to happen with that yet. I have to do some more research because it just really came on when I found this. So, it's something to keep your eye on out in Oregon. Also, they were protesting out there in Portland, taking over the cities and whatnot. So I'm sure you're going to have to keep a close eye on what goes on the streets of Ashland, Oregon. And we'll have to keep this eye on the situation.
Facts.
But unfortunately, another young black man lost to stupidity.
To stupidity. And this person probably won't even get that much time.
Well, this young man, he didn't even have a chance to start living like that. He was only 19. Yes, he had a little kid with him. Also, he was staying in the hotel, I forgot to say, because his place got burnt down in the fire that they had out there. Hold on,
Wow.
let me check that real quick.
So he survived the fire and got
him
murdered
and
by
his
a
son
fucking
and the
idiot.
guy, can't even stand. He after his place was displaced by Almeida wildfire. Now people did raise over $8,000 to for him because he has a son and he's trying to do his own thing, right?
Right.
And so I guess he was using that money to stay in a hotel, just trying to get by. And this is the kind of thing that happens to our good young black men.
Unfortunately, this happens way more often than we, projected. And to be honest with you, it doesn't get any public recognition at all. Like, these things are so sad to hear that a 19-year-old boy basically he's still a teenager. He died.
And it's right before Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying?
It's so sad,
And
terrible.
it's
And
like,
he just survived the whole freaking fire just to get killed in the hotel that was sheltering him at the time. Like,
Right.
I mean, I could understand people are annoying. They'll play music when you don't want them to, but is that worth the life,
It's total. The fact that guy felt comfortable enough to do that is a problem.
Yeah, that is a problem. It's a serious problem. It's a sick person's problem, you know what I mean? And it's society, too. Society for so long made it okay to kill black people, and now they're trying to punish people for doing it. Like, stop
who's
it.
getting
Stop.
punished? Who's
Yeah,
really? Because
really.
cops are really killing us and getting away with it. Like, look what happened to Rodney King, man. He had his whole shit on video, and they told us in that courtroom that we did not see what our eyes saw.
Right.
And let those 4 cops that beat Rodney King off. You see what happens with Eric Gardner. Yeah, the cop got fired, but that was like much later.
Fact.
But he choked him out, man. George Floyd. And it's too much. It's too much. Even that's why I hated bringing this subject up. But I mean, it was a situation that needed to be brought to light. So again, we will keep our eye on what's going on in Ashland, Oregon. No doubt, people will be in the street. A candlelight vigil was held for him last night on Thanksgiving night. So, sad situation coming out of there, Oregon. Sorry.
Right.
So we'll definitely have to keep. I'm pretty sure people are going to be hitting the streets.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna keep you updated on the story, or let you know what's going on. A lot of the protests dimmed down. I guess people get.
They get tired.
Yeah, they get tired, and then people get distracted. They get distracted from all of the things that's going on and all of the people that are out here and different conversations and different opinions and everything, and different events that's going on. People are tired of being in the house. So when something fun does arise, they jump on that. Right. And they don't deal with the social issues because they feel like they can deal with that kind of like later.
Right.
And especially in a time where people are like really depressed anyway. So we're all looking for ways to make us happy. But entertainment is really limited at this time. And that's what really kept Americans going, because we do work 24/7. We're like the hardest working people in the world.
But you also got to figure, when something like this unfortunately happens in your city, the fact that this is your city that this kind of thing could happen in, is really, you're going to feel raw emotion like this should not be happening in your city. Well, for anywhere in the country, but it does happen now. Certainly, the energy does get elevated when something like this happens. People want to get out in the streets more. Emotions are raw, and people want to make sure their voices are heard, whether or not the justice system listens to them. Obviously, they don't, because they keep telling us that, a dog's life matters more. Michael Vick went to jail for fighting dogs. He went to jail for fighting dogs. Facts. Cops don't go to jail for killing black people.
That's deep.
And if they do go to jail, what was it? The guy that killed the brother, Oscar Grant, on New Year's a couple years ago in Cali. That cop the cop got like 2 months, and he didn't even do that. And they simply said, "Oh, well, his excuse was he mistook his taser for his gun."
Facts.
Like, you would think they would go through training, right?
He popped that thing mad times, though.
It was.
I can't
you know,
believe
if y'all
it.
know the Oscar Grant story, y'all know. It's
Yeah, he popped that thing way too many times for me to think that he really like didn't mean to kill that man. And then I don't know. It's crazy.
And
It's
it was
really
actually
crazy.
made into a movie, Fruitvale Station.
It really is crazy.
It is crazy.
Shout out to DJ Freedom G Lane. I see you, baby.
What up, bro?
Okay.
So yeah, that is my story. Unfortunately, I did not want to talk about, but I felt like it needed to be bringing it to light. So, man, I just you feel what's gonna happen with his son. That's the thing. That's why I really am anxious to figure.
Where's
out.
the mom?
There was no mention of no family.
Dang, that's so
I
sad.
don't even know. Like, I have to see. I will have an update for y'all on Monday.
Okay, so that's it.
Yo, I think we could talk a little trash for a few minutes. Close out the show.
Yeah, y'all already know what it is. Energy Radio. Download that Energy Radio app on your
Right.
Android and your iOS devices. No, everybody's waiting for me to DJ again. I am gonna be DJing a new show. I do not have Oh, you doing the DJ thing? DJ Freedom.
we
Shout out
got
to DJ Freedom.
Friday Night Flavor.
My inspiration.
Friday Night Flavor, house music. Freedom G Lane.
Freedom
Go
G
check him
Lane.
out.
Go check
Check
him
him out
on Facebook.
on Facebook.
But no, I will be coming back. It will not be on Tea Time, unfortunately. I'm not gonna be spinning on. Well, I probably will be spinning on Tea Time. I don't know, because a lot of people keep asking me like, they watching Tea Time. They like, yo, you talk about a lot of things, but what happened to the music? I thought you was gonna play music. I'm like, yo, I thought you guys were gonna submit the music, and then not only that, but you guys are submitting music. You guys are not even submitting MP3 format. You're submitting music videos from YouTube. Like, what am I gonna do with that? You want me to download it? I gotta download it and spin
y'all
it
see it on the flyer she be posting MP3 format
with
please.
artist information
With
because
artist info, picture, a little bit about the artist.
me,
That's
if
how
I like
hard
the
is that,
song, I'm
y'all?
gonna play it. But if you don't get credit for your work, then that's on you because you didn't send me the information. It doesn't make any sense.
Last couple of nights, we've been listening to some music. We've been listening to him. We had
Thank
good
you,
music.
DJ Freedom. Thank you.
Appreciate you, bro.
He said we
But,
got a great show, you guys.
Yeah. But how many times would we sit here the last couple of nights? We were listening to a couple of songs. We were like, yo, that's hot. Who's that by? And like some of the artists you know because they post regularly, they're singing
Facts.
music. But some of the artists you don't know because they won't send no picture, no info.
Yeah. And some artists, we be just like, maybe we shouldn't even open this. We shouldn't have opened it. Because you know how Gmail, you don't have to really open the mail. You can just play it before you open it. Sometimes I do that. I be like, what the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Freedom brought this up, not me, okay? He said the Roy Jones Jr. Mike Tyson fight tomorrow, okay? I just want to say this real quick. I'm scared for Roy Jones Jr. That's all. I'm scared for him. I'm scared. Because Mike Tyson is savage.
So you want us to come out you want me to come out tomorrow, DJ Freedom Lane, to come out for Spades tomorrow at your house? You want me to dust you like that in Spades? Or do you want me to be a part of your team? Because it depends. I ain't trying to do you like that. Me and you might not be friends after I dust your behind in Spades. That's all I'm saying.
Why are you being disrespectful?
Because that's the Spades way. I don't know how y'all used to play in Spades. The way I play, you talk the most. Sugar, honey, ice, tea.
Well, I might lose a few points for this, but I don't play spades. I don't. Look, man. I hang around a couple people, and I just be like, yo, I watch. That shit is just not. My card shark can take somebody money real quick.
Right.
My
I play
card shark
Spades.
Take some money real quick. I card shark like a mug.
Oh, Spades.
Give me them
But
dollars.
no. But for real, I might check y'all because I might have to watch this fight. You know what I wanted to do?
What?
I wanted to go to a fight, and I said that I was going to go to a fight this year. And guess what? Coronavirus. Shit is real.
You don't take that housing further because we are. He talking some triz ass. He calling
Okay.
you out.
Okay, you
He
said don't
calling
take that
you
ass
out.
over serious.
He said don't hold this L
Okay.
too
And if
personal.
anybody else think that they gonna whoop my ass in Spades, y'all got another thing coming. For real. Check me out at Sugar_Cosby. Hit me up if you want to get this game going. Because I ain't scared of nobody. And I put money where my mouth is. Like, for real. I put
Yo,
money. I put a whole 100 cents on that.
Hit your boy up on Instagram. It's your boy Mike, man. Mr. Take Your Money. I'm _A_Brown_guy. CV
Who money
Target.
you taking?
Don't worry about it. If it's money around, it's mine.
Anyway, download the DH1 TV network app on your Fire 6 and Roku's. Make sure you download that DH1 TV network app so you can watch this episode and all of our past episodes of The Black Sheep. Like I said, you guys can call in at 815-242-7299, and you can text the number if you cannot reach us live. You already know what it is, and we will bring you up in our next show.
Yes.
Like for real.
And before you end the show, not so fast, my friend. If you are watching on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, share the video.
If you're liking anywhere, like, follow, and share, and subscribe. We're bringing news to you our way, done by us, for us, and with us. You know what I'm saying? We are the Black Sheep. We are the inside scoop of the community. We not bringing y'all no bullcrap. And when coronavirus is over, we will be out in the field.
And wait for that new episode of This Is How We Do, because...
Yo, it's good. We flipping it around. It's the new episode is gonna be complete. Well, it's not gonna be completely different, but it's gonna be somewhat different. Mm-hmm. It's gonna show y'all everything.
Everything y'all need to know.
Everything y'all need to see, pertaining to what we doing, how we living our lives. You know what I mean? How we go day by day, how we developing as a radio station, broadcasting station, entertainment company. You know, we got DH1 TV network we working with. You know what I'm saying? We got clothing lines coming out. We have Lil Baby Jules coming out with the waist beads. Make sure you check me out.
Beads. Hit her up, though.
Yo, I will show y'all mine, but you know, an African guy done told me that by me walking around with my beads exposed is basically saying that I'm a very sexual girl. And I was like, oh no, not me.
Who told you that?
Huh?
Who told you that?
This African guy in New York.
Really?
Yeah, so I was like, oh, I'm not like that or whatever. So I had to put my beads in up.
Until you feel like just letting them hang out again.
Until I feel like letting them hang out again or
Because
whatever.
you know how you do. You're hard-headed. You don't listen to nobody.
Yeah.
You beat to your own drum.
Mm-hmm.
So.
It is what it is.
I mean, you know, when you could cook food as good as you did yesterday, I'll let that slide. Because that food was
I don't cook and I don't clean. But let me tell you how I don't got no ring. I don't got no ring.
Why did you even start that? I don't know. I don't know.
Make sure you follow your girl at sugar_Cosby on all social media platforms. You already know you can follow me by Googling me.
Yo.
You can Google me.
Google her because she thinks that she's big time.
Ain't no thing. I know, honey. All the way to the top we go. Ain't no
all right.
stopping.
Yo, Energy Radio is doing big things. Make sure y'all just keep watching us, keep supporting. If you're supporting, thank you. We appreciate all the support. Yo, our moves is about to be major. Compared to what we did now, ain't gonna be nothing to what we about to do.
Yeah. Oh, with Freedom saying, he said, what I'm going to say is to you guys is that people are starting to forget what it is to be social because of this coronavirus. We need to keep trying to bond it. It might not be easy, but we would actually lose touch with each other as people. Yep. No, you're absolutely right. I sometimes lose touch with reality. I'm so used to waking up and just staying in the house that sometimes I don't even go outside anymore. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a socialite. So
you can stay in the house.
I can stay in the house. I go days without leaving the house nowadays. And it's really getting to the point where I have such a routine in my house. It's kind of sick because I never was like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to get outside. I need to go on vacation. I need to see people. I need to travel. I need to be at parties.
For more than a day, I go crazy. Even if I just walk to the pier or something, you know, we got the pier close by, so I'll be out there chilling. You know how we go.
Yeah,
but,
I haven't been to the pier in so long since I moved out to Newark.
I know. You kept was saying, mad time, yo, we gonna go to the pier tonight, then we time to roll. Nah, I'm tired.
It be all late after all the shows. I be tired.
I mean, it's understandable, but you know, I don't know. It's hot over there right now.
Word.
It's blocked off. Ain't no why, but I still be going out there. So, but it's look.
Shout out to everybody trying to still out here looking for a way to entertain themselves and to stay connected with their peoples. I know it's hard out here. It's hard for me. I miss being out. We was going out at one time. Remember?
We were definitely going out, but in regard to what Freedom said, as opposed to how we might try to bond. It might not be easy. Things have been so far like it's been getting easier and easier, but I think us just as far as how me and you grow up and things like your kids have phones. When we were growing up, we ain't had no cell phones and nothing like that.
Yeah, we have electronics in the
Right.
house, TV,
All of that, yo, they're
phones.
set now. They even got to stay home and be homeschooled.
Right, they don't like it though. They
don't
miss their
like it.
friends.
They definitely miss their friends, but I'm just saying, like, everything is different as far to how we bond with each, or just bond a regular interaction with people. Like, our whole way of life has changed. It changed with cell phones, and now it's changing again with this pandemic.
It is.
All right.
It's really unfortunate. It's sad too, in a big way. I think that we need to maybe start a way to re-socialize our children with each other, especially if we're quarantining. I don't see the problem with getting our kids together on play dates and stuff like that. Like, there's different things that we can do, but we have to get up out of here.
Yes.
Thank you so much for everybody who tuned in. Shout out to DJ Freedom, who tuned in every week.
Freedom.
Shout out to Sunny Days Media. Shout out to DH1 TV Network.
Yep.
Shout out to Crazy Sweet Entertainment. Shout out to Energy Radio. Make sure y'all download those apps. Add DH1 TV Network to your Fire Sticks and your Roku devices.
Right.
Download Energy Radio to your iPhones and your Android phones, on your iPads and your
If you got anywhere where
Galaxy
you can download
pads.
the app, download it. That's
Yeah.
what she's saying. That's what she is trying to say.
Just make sure y'all stay in tune. Stay in tune. We trying to keep y'all in tune, so stay in tune. If you feel like we're giving y'all some false information, all you got to do is send us a text message at 815-242-7299. You know what I'm saying? Email us, dh1tvnetwork@gmail.com. Well, no, you don't email dh1tvnetwork@gmail.com if y'all trying to get in contact with the Black Sheep. Just DM one of us. DM me, your girl Sugar Cosby, or my boy Mike from On the Mic with Mike at I'm_A_Brown_God and at Sugar_Cosby. Just email us your questions, your comments, your concerns. Email us topics that you would like to talk about. You know what I'm saying? We're here for it. We're here to talk about anything and everything that concerns our people, our topics, our community. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to get the word out about social injustices, social issues that a lot of people are afraid to talk about. And even if they're not afraid to talk about it, it's not the head of the news. You know, but we need to keep ourselves informed. And a lot of us, our people, we won't watch news. You know what I'm saying? But we'll watch ourselves. As ignorant as me and him are, y'all watching us. So if you're gonna watch us, then we're gonna bring you the freaking news, okay?
Raw and uncut.
Okay. So thank you for tuning in, you guys. I really appreciate it. It's your girl Sugar. I'm out.
Peace.
Okay.
Have a good weekend. Everybody be safe.